Hi, I'm Casey. I don't know what I'm doing. That's the name of this channel. If you're new here, you will soon find out why that's the name of this channel, because I don't know what I'm doing, except I know that I talk about books here. I completely forgot to film a video this week, and so I had to kind of pull something out of my ass. So we're going to do a little bit of a library haul. These, to be clear, these are books that I have not picked up from a library sale. These I have borrowed from the library, and I've been doing that a lot this month. Not mentioned in this pile are like the 3 or the 4 books that I've already borrowed, read, or DNF'd and returned. I'm not going to give them a quick shout out because I don't have them here, so they're not involved in this video. They're not important enough. Fuck them. Who cares about them? So currently right now I have I don't want to call it a problem because I think it's always fantastic to utilize your local library. My problem is that all of the books I put holds on have all been coming in all at once. I expected some of these to kind of trickle in over the next few months. Nope, I'm getting 4 or 5 in at a time. And it's not including the audiobooks that I'm borrowing. These are only the physical ones we're going to talk about today. But let's go ahead and start on the list. Not the list, the pile. It's a pile. First, as you can see by the lovely bookmark, I am already in almost the middle of this one. This is Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata, I believe. I'm probably not pronouncing that entirely correctly. This is a story about a young woman who is, well, I guess she's not technically young. She's a little bit older than me whenever we're kind of picking up with her. She's around 36 or so, and she's been working at the same convenience store since she was 18. And she often has to really work at making sure her tone and her conversation is correct when speaking to anyone, and a lot of the people in her life are constantly telling her that she needs to be moving on in her career and finding a more established career for herself. I'm really enjoying this so much so far. This is absolutely incredible. I love this little bit of pushback on the contraptions and the way that society tries to trap everyone into, you know, a capitalist nightmare. Especially whenever, you know, you're happy and you found your place. I think that this is supposed to get weird. We'll see. It hasn't yet. Yeah, that's Convenience Store Woman. Okay, next up, I have Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov. This one I'm reading for a book club that I am mildly involved in Discord that tries to read one classic and one fantasy every month, and this is the classic for, I think it's July and August is how this is shaking out. This, I don't think, needs much of an explanation. This follows a protagonist who grooms and is in love with a young girl. Well, I say love very, very, very loosely. Obviously it's horrific. This is something I've never read, but I've always kind of been interested in, especially because it is a classic, and I've been curious to see how it handles the subject matter and how it portrays the protagonist. So that's this one. The next one I have is Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant. This one is a modern horror, and I believe this is following, if I recall correctly, there was a fake docu-series that was trying to prove the existence of mermaids, and then lo and behold, they found actual mermaids and they were all murdered. And this is a crew going to try to discover what happened to the previous people who were murdered by these killer mermaids, and I believe they are helmed by some of the people that had lost people on the first voyage. I have a pretty mixed history with Mira Grant. By mixed, I mean not great. As Sean and Maguire, I have loved what I have read from her, which has primarily just been middle game, but as Mira Grant, I have not really loved anything from hers. I read Parasite several years back, and I just found it middling at best. And then I read Into Spindrift House, which is a novella, last year, and I actually did not like it one bit. So this is sort of my last, one second, Echo, stop licking your paws. This is my last effort with this author, I think, writing as Mira Grant, and I know this is one of her more popular ones, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this will work for me. The next one I have is Your House is on Fire, Your Children All Gone by Stephen Keesby. I have no idea what this is about. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with kids in a small village somewhere. I have seen this recommended on Reddit, on various horror discussions. I really don't know what this is about. I'm not really interested in reading the synopsis before I read this itself. I know that a lot of people really love this, and I'm really hoping for the same thing for me. Next I have Spiral by Koji Suzuki. This is the follow-up to Ring. I did not really love Ring. I gave it 2 stars, but I have the most recently published book in the Ring series, and it has such a beautiful cover, so I want to get around to reading it, but I didn't want to purchase the second book, so I got it from the library. I don't really know much about this. I'm pretty sure that this is where the entire series starts to go a little off the rails, but yeah, I'm excited to read this. The next one I have is Leadfeather by Stephen Graham Jones. I have no idea what this is about, but it's a Stephen Graham Jones, and so I put a hold in it on the library, at the library, through the library, one of those, and got it very quickly. I'm very excited to read this. The next one I have is another Stephen Graham Jones. This is Growing Up Dead in Texas. This one I'm far more familiar with. I believe that this is sort of a fictionalized story set in his hometown dealing with a murder, I think, that actually happened. I'm not sure. This could all just be a novel and I could just all be buying into the hype of it, but I'm very excited about this one as well. Next I have Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. I got Vicious through the library as well, and I finished it very recently, so I went ahead and put in a request for this one. I liked Vicious, not as much as I thought I would, but I still very much enjoyed it. I don't know that it really left off in a way that a sequel was required, so I'm excited and also very trepidatious about this. Those are very two conflicting emotions, but it's very much how I feel about this, and I'll let you know how this turns out. The last one that I have in this stack is Summer of Night by Dan Simmons. I am really excited to be utilizing my library more because I really enjoy Dan Simmons, but he is a problematic author with some very problematic views, and I don't like to give him money. I like to buy his books used if I'm going to buy them at all, and I'm very excited to get my hands on this through the library and support my local library. This one is another one that I just know very little about. I throw shit on my want to read list on Goodreads or on my Amazon list because I see it on TikTok or BookTube or Reddit or the internet in general, and I go, okay, great, that sounds interesting, and then it promptly falls out of my head, and that's the case with this one. I have read the back here. It seems like something about like 1960s small town America, some boys who are having their friendship tested, and like something horrifying coming out of the school. That's about all I got for this one. But I've heard this is one of his, those weren't words, one of his scarier works. Nope, I'm just gonna re-say that whole sentence. How about that? I've heard that this is one of his scarier works, and I'm very excited about that. I very much am kind of looking for something to really like creep me out and unsettle me, and hopefully this will be it for me. Okay, there we go. That is my library haul, I guess we'll call it. If this is something you enjoy, please let me know, because I can easily continue to do these because I think this is a lot of fun, and I'm having a really good time putting off all the books on my desk to instead read stuff that I don't already own and get it from the library. That's very much something I'm having fun with right now, and I still get to utilize a very important public service that a lot of people in this country should make a point to go use. Go to your fucking library. Get a library card. They do a lot more than just books. There's all kinds of programs, all kinds of opportunities. I know that there are a lot of libraries that have deep ties to the National Forest Service and the statewide forest services and can help provide day passes and all this kind of stuff. So check out your local library. They're fucking awesome. I hope you're having a good day. If you're not, me too. So high five. Let's try to have a better day together. I don't fucking know, man. I'm trying to be positive about it. Do algorithm things if you want. I really don't care. But I hope you at least have an okay day, and bye. You also need to see this.